Sage Valmiki, the godly saint and first poet, composed 24,000 verses, Ramayana, admirably worded, meaningfully crafted, and spiritually elevating. He named it Sita Charitam Mahat, the sublime legend of Sita. This sacred epic was spread over 500 chapters in 6 books and an end piece. But Valmiki, even after composing this masterpiece, wondered, who shall render this ballad to the world? Who shall breathe life into these verses? At that moment, Lava and Kusha, twin sons of Rama and Sita, stepped forward. Wearing the attire of hermits, they bowed at the feet of the sage. They were virtue-knowing, melodious in voice, and dwellers of the very same hermitage. Valmiki, who had composed Ramayana to reinforce the essence of the Vedas, now saw his divine singers. He made them memorize the entire epic, faultlessly. They, endowed with celestial voices and charming presence, sang the story of Rama as if it was unfolding right before the eyes. Among gatherings of sages, scholars, and the virtuous, Lava and Kusha sang the epic. Their voices knew the pitch and pause. They understood every word, every intent, every emotion. Saints sat in silence, eyes moist, hearts full. Splendid, splendid, they praised. This seems like it is happening right now, not a tale of the past. One sage gifted them a vessel, another a jute robe. Some gave a black deerskin, a sacred thread, a water pot, or a plank seat. Others blessed them with longevity and chanted hymns. Their song was not just a story, it was a gift to future poets, a melody for the soul.
Soon the song reached the streets and king's ways of Ayodhya. People listened, hearts were stirred, and among the crowd was Rama. Rama, now king of Ayodhya, saw the divine twins, unaware they were his own sons. He brought the boys into his palace, deeply moved by their song. Inside the golden palace, Rama sat on a divine throne, surrounded by his brothers, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatruna, and his ministers. He looked at the boys and said, "Let this ballad be heard keenly, for it carries meaning beyond words." Lava and Kusha began their song again, this time in the majestic presence of the king. The song they sang was about Sita, her story, her pain, her sacrifice. Rama's heart stirred with turmoil, but he composed himself. He listened, like everyone else, entranced by the melody, shaken by the truth, moved by the emotion. The verses floated like music from stringed instruments, rhythmic, rich, and clear. They entered minds, touched hearts, and filled the air with devotion. This was not just a ballad, it was life, love, loss, and dharma, all rolled into one.
"These two saint-like brothers," Rama said, "possess not just kingly features, but the grace of hermits and the blessing of the divine." Lava and Kusha sang on in the Marga system of music, rich in pathos, beauty, and power. And Rama, though shaken by the story of Sita, found peace in their melody and in the truth of her legend.
Thus was the Ramayana sung, not merely read. Thus was Sita's story told, not merely remembered. And thus were Lava and Kusha, sons of Rama, immortalized as the first singers of the eternal epic.